The INFJ journey is anything but ordinary. Living on a different wavelength, you see things most people never notice, phases that shape you in silence, often at a cost few understand. Each stage isn't just a lesson, it's a test of resilience, a quiet battle to turn sensitivity into strength. Which silent transformation will flip your worldview? Every step along this path carries its pain and power, pushing you closer to your most authentic self. And that final shift, it'll reveal why your sensitivity is your greatest weapon. But before any of that, it all begins in a place few remember: childhood, where the world's noise first clashes with your quiet depth. Before we start, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our weekly deep dives into the world of personality types. And if you are looking to achieve a deeper understanding of yourself and your personality type, click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test. Silent Transformation 1: The Misunderstood Child Phase. You're not just a kid, you're an emotional detective, picking up on every shift and shadow in the room. From early childhood through your teenage years, you notice things others never mention. A teacher's frustration simmering beneath a smile, the silent tension before an argument even starts. These moments hit hard, but when you try to explain, you're told you're too sensitive. The message is clear: your perspective on the world is unusual, perhaps even misguided. This is where the loneliness sets in. You start to wonder if you're the only one who feels this much, who cares this deeply. So you adapt, learning to become a chameleon, blending in, mirroring others, hiding your depth just to avoid standing out. It's a survival strategy, but it comes at a price. The more you blend in, the more disconnected you feel from who you truly are. But what happens when hiding who you are becomes more exhausting than the feeling of being misunderstood? That tension is the seed of the next transformation, one that will push you to the edge of perfectionism, in search of acceptance at any cost. Silent Transformation 2: Intense People-Pleasing Perfectionism. This is the era where you become an expert at reading the room, always anticipating what others want, always striving to be the perfect friend, student, or employee. You pour your energy into meeting everyone's expectations, convinced that if you're helpful enough, agreeable enough, flawless enough, you'll finally earn a place where you belong. However, the truth is that the bar keeps moving. No matter how hard you try, it never feels like enough. You stretch yourself thin, showing up early, volunteering for every task, and staying up late to polish every detail. In your 20s, the cycle intensifies. You take on more than you can handle, say yes when you mean no, and push yourself to exhaustion, all while your own needs fade further into the background. Research shows INFJs in this era often face burnout, a harsh lesson in where endless self-sacrifice leads. The relentless pursuit of perfection doesn't just drain your energy, it erodes your sense of self, leaving you disconnected and lost. Yet perfectionism's pressure cooker has a breaking point, and you won't see it coming. One day, you wake up and realize the life you've built isn't yours. Silent Transformation 3: Challenging Identity Crises. What if the life you've been building isn't even yours? The truth hits hard. The job, the relationships, the beliefs you've carried, they all start to feel like costumes you put on for someone else's show. For INFJs, this isn't just a passing doubt. It's a deep, disorienting identity crisis, where every piece of your carefully constructed world suddenly feels foreign. Though it often hits in your mid-20s, it can strike whenever life's pressures amplify. You find yourself questioning every choice. Was this career ever really your dream, or just the safest route? Do your friends know the real you, or just the version you've shown to keep the peace? Even your values come under the microscope as you wonder which ones are truly yours and which you adopted to fit in. The uncertainty is suffocating, and the urge to retreat grows stronger with every unanswered question. So you start to withdraw, not to escape, but to sift through the rubble and find what's real. This solitude isn't about running from the world. It's about finally facing yourself, stripped of every expectation. And once you start stripping away every mask, the only refuge you'll find is silence. Silent transformation. 4. Hermit phases for emotional processing. Sometimes the only way forward is to retreat. For INFJs, the hermit phase is more than just pulling away, it's a complete reset. You step back from the noise, not to disappear, but to untangle the emotional knots you've collected. The world might see withdrawal, but inside, it's a methodical sorting. What pain belongs to you, and what did you carry for everyone else? You find comfort in quiet rituals, journaling late into the night, exploring personality tests, or diving into self-help books that finally speak your language. Long walks, silent mornings, and a stack of notes become your companions. You might even turn to art or spiritual practices, searching for meaning in every feeling you've suppressed. This isn't avoidance. It's a disciplined excavation, peeling back layers until you can hear your thoughts again. What clarity will emerge when you finally stop running from yourself? The hermit phase isn't just about healing. It's the furnace where boundaries are forged. And when you finally step out, the world won't recognize you, because this time you're ready to fight for what you need. Silent Transformation 5. Transformative Boundary Setting Revolution. This is the moment everything shifts. You stop apologizing for needing space, for craving quiet, for refusing to carry burdens that were never yours. The boundary setting revolution isn't just about saying no. It's a bold act of self-respect. At first, it feels foreign, almost dangerous, to pull back from the roles you've always played. But with each small refusal, declining invitations that drain you, turning off work notifications after hours, you begin to reclaim lost energy. People used to count on you as their go-to, and you'll face accusations of betrayal before they see your strength. Setting boundaries isn't always met with applause. Friends might call you selfish, or wonder what happened to the person who always said yes. But as you let go of one-sided relationships and step away from obligations that suffocate your spirit, something inside you grows steadier. You start making choices that fit your values, not just the world's demands. This phase isn't about shutting people out, it's about making room for your voice. With boundaries in place, a more vibrant self waits in the wings. Silent Transformation. 6. Authentic Self-Discovery Journey. Who are you beyond what everyone expects? The authentic self-discovery journey starts with that question, a quiet challenge to everything you've been told to be. For the first time, your attention shifts from the outside world to your inner landscape. It's both unfamiliar and thrilling, like meeting a stranger who's been living inside you all along. You start experimenting, not to impress anyone, but to see what truly fits. Maybe you dust off your old sketchbook and realize art still feels like home, or you find yourself wandering through parks, reconnecting with nature's calm. Some INFJs dive into new hobbies, travel solo, or finally try out creative projects that once felt out of reach. Each act isn't just a distraction, it's a clue, revealing pieces of a self you never knew you'd hidden. At the core of this journey lies your intuition. You begin to trust those gut feelings, pay closer attention to dreams, and notice patterns others miss. It's not about achieving perfection, but about honoring what feels right for you. And when you trust your intuition enough to step off the beaten path, you'll land squarely in your purpose, where every past struggle starts to make sense. Silent Transformation 7. Finding Purpose-Driven Mission in Life. For many INFJs, this phase arrives like a lightning strike. Many describe it as an all-or-nothing call, a drive so intense you can't ignore it. Suddenly, there's no more drifting. You feel the urgency to align your life with your deepest values, to make every day count for something real. This isn't just about chasing a dream, it's about leaving a mark, turning your sensitivity into a force for good. Some make bold moves, leaving stable jobs to become counselors, teachers, or advocates, where their empathy becomes a tool for change. Others pour their energy into art, writing, or quiet acts of compassion that ripple out farther than anyone realizes. Even the smallest gestures, offering calm in a storm, listening without judgment, take on new meaning because now they're rooted in purpose, not obligation. But there's a cost. The emotional investment is real, and burnout lurks if you forget to balance your mission with self-care. You learn to protect your energy as fiercely as you defend your ideals. This is where you discover that your most significant impact comes not from sacrifice alone, but from sustaining your calling through every storm. And just when you think you've found your place, a new lesson waits, one that asks you to trade striving for something even rarer: acceptance. Silent transformation. 8. Wise elder integration. There's a stage where struggle gives way to something steadier. Wise elder integration isn't tied to age. Some reach it in their 30s, others much later. What sets this phase apart isn't a life free of hardship, but an ability to meet every challenge with measured self-awareness. You know your patterns now. You've made peace with your sensitivity, and you move through the world with a quiet confidence that doesn't need approval. Solitude is no longer a hiding place. It's a wellspring. You honor your need for quiet, but you no longer disappear. Instead, you balance time alone with a desire to guide others, sometimes serving as a mentor for INFJs, still caught in the storm of people-pleasing or perfectionism. You find joy in small moments: a book at dusk, a conversation that goes deeper than words, the hush of rain outside your window. The energy once spent fighting your nature now fuels a life that feels both grounded and generous. You become a source of calm for those around you, blending idealism with practical wisdom. Your boundaries are clear, your compassion intact. This is a stage of proper integration where every lesson, wound, and gift finally settles into place. How will you use your newfound wisdom to guide the next generation of INFJs? Every phase in the INFJ journey is more than a trial. It's a lesson in transformation. The path from misunderstood child to integrated elder is lined with moments that test your spirit, but also reveal the hidden power of your sensitivity. These stages prove that what sets you apart is often the very thing the world needs most. Which part of your story echoes here? Let us know in the comments and join the conversation. If you want to continue the journey to understanding yourself or an INFJ in your life, click either of the following videos, where we continue to unlock the secrets of the INFJ personality type.